You know, my chapter meetings are really unorganized, and everybody just talks all at the same time. You never get anything done. Do you know what I can do to help change that?
Well, I have a friend who's an SAB, and she told me that how their meetings run, and like nobody talks at the same time. So, do you know anybody in SAB you could go talk to?
I don't even know what SAB is.
Well, it's a student activities board. They have a window in the sub. You probably want to go to the window and see if you can talk to somebody there.
Sounds like a good idea.
Hi, I'm LAcowski. I'm the Vice President of the Student Activities Board here at Truman, and I'm also the Leadership Recognition Program Coordinator, coordinating the banquet and the nominations of recognizing leaders on campus.
So, can you briefly explain Robert's rules and how they are useful to organizational precedents?
Sure. Robert's rules allows for some kind of structure to a meeting. It ensures that all people have the opportunity to voice their ideas and have ample time to do so, and it keeps the flow going in the meeting. We use it in the Student Activities Board for our overall large board meetings that we have once a week with all of our members, and it's very important for the president or whoever is presiding over the meeting to be able to keep the flow going as far as the conversation, ensuring that people aren't speaking all at once, and it also allows, kind of a checks and balances between all the different committees and anybody who is speaking to ensure that nobody's monopolizing the conversations.
And also, what kind of training do you offer to your new members?
All of our new members are required to go through new member education, and this lasts from anywhere from about 4 to 5 weeks, and it is, new member education is hosted by the Research and Development Committee. And the Research and Development Committee, generally the committee chair of that committee is in charge of educating our new members as far as constitutional obligations, what our organization actually does as far as the mission and philosophy and vision go, how Robert's Rules of Order work, how to motion for an event, how to research for events, how to, basically the ins and outs of our organization. And so those are usually about 4 to 5 sessions that they attend once a week. And they also, we try and pair them, they all have an office buddy that they're paired up with, so they're not working their office hour by themselves that first semester. And the office buddy often works with them to ensure that they're meeting their goals and checklists, and that is there as a support for those questions.
And now, can you explain the parliamentary procedure that you go through?
As far as, we follow Robert's Rules of Order, but we do have our own modifications based on that are through our own Constitution. So what we start with executive committee reports. We then go on to, well, of course you start with the roll call. We have to make sure everybody's there, that we can actually have quorum to run the meeting. But then you start with the executive committee reports. We also have non-standing positions, which are positions that aren't actually associated with a certain committee on the board. And so we go to them, then after that, followed by our standing committees, such as concerts and comedians, productions, and so on. And within those, the chairs of each of those committees can yield the floor to other people. The actual parliamentary procedure, we follow 2/3, voting for amendments, as outlined by Robert's Rules. We use point of order, point of privilege, in order to interrupt if something's absolutely vital. Point of clarification is very handy to when there's a point being made that isn't true or that the facts aren't quite right. And so we found that comes in very handy to make sure that the conversation, when it does need to be interrupted, can be in an orderly and respectful way.